What's up, guys? Strike Entertainment. What's up, guys? Strike Entertainment back again with another video. Double upload this week, as I promised. This one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be reacting to some of the comments that I get on YouTube. I've been scrolling through some of the comments that I get on various videos. The more popular videos obviously get a wide mix of people wanting to state their opinion on things and not always being the nicest. So I think this will be an entertaining video to kind of react to, because they're always fun when they pop up on my phone. People just hating for little to no reason. But so that's I want to go into this and kind of react to these. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So a lot of these comments that I found come from the Cheater Confronted video. That is the most popular video on the channel, and it's like about 6.7 thousand views, excuse me. So of course with that would have about, it's got 6.8 thousand views, 39 comments, and over 152 likes. So that's pretty good, and with 39 comments you're bound to find something of interest. So I'm gonna jump right into that and see what it says. We got one here. I'm not really gonna put the name in there, obviously, for just don't want to be that person, but someone commented based on, it says, "You definitely are that kid," and this is replying to or referring to the point made in this video about us not explaining what happened. We'd rather just let the video speak for itself, and that we don't want to be that kid to report the cheater rather than let the refs handle it. So they're replying to this is, you know, we don't want to be that kid, or you definitely are that kid that would report them and just complain and whine. And I honestly ended up just explaining and replying to that cheating ruins the games for all players. We want to make sure obviously that the players are in fact playing the game correctly and it's fair and it's not ruining the fun for everybody. And so of course people just don't seem to understand this, but it happens. People are weird, as anyone would say. And then this is another person commenting that the rest of the video will speak for itself, and they're upset that we didn't show anything. There was no real instances of us letting it speak for itself. Yes, that's true. I guess they were trying to claim that we didn't, that we were just making this up to try and get views. I wasn't at the game. This was actually a video Garrett filmed while he was in an operation. I was already at school, I'm pretty sure, by this point when this video was filmed, so I wasn't there. So I don't really know the entire situation, but I've talked to him on a few different occasions to help, you know, better explain what happened. And basically what they're referring to is that they're claiming that it speaks for itself, but we never showed anything to prove that. And I had to reply to them and explain that we were not really able to film things up close with specific people because we don't have their permission. And a lot of people then get confused. Well, you film people all the time when you're playing Airsoft. That's different. It's different when you're trying to put an actual opinion and trying to single someone out for something that they're doing that's considered to be wrong. We can't really single them out. This was just an instruction that we got from UBG. They didn't really want us like singling out that specific person for, you know, for possibilities of ruining a player's reputation and putting that out to be public. They wanted to keep it calm and, you know, relax, which I understand. That makes sense. You don't really want to have a player get all mad and then cause bigger issues from just stemming from an Airsoft game. We let the staff and the reffing staff that was there, that was running the game, handle the operation and the issue that was there, and so they were able to sort it out. And so yes, people were obviously just, or that's a stupid rule that we can't show people's faces when we do this all the time. And like I just explained, I just explained the issue is that we can't do that. It was an instruction we got, so that was really all we could really explain. This is another funny comment. This doesn't have any reply, but I saw it and it popped up. It says, "Players need to fight the refs like they do in the NHL." I just saw that and I just kind of laughed, because I can only imagine, you know, when you see like the cheater fights videos, you have people that decide to then try and throw punches on the ref, or just start to fight the ref. I could only imagine how that would turn out if you started having people getting into altercations with a referee. You can only imagine it wouldn't end very well. So moving on to the next video, this was the Airsoft, our first Airsoft loadout video. This is like our first official video under the new Strike Entertainment brand. This was the one that was titled Airsoft Loadout, What Does a Pro Airsofter Use? And a lot of people were pissed off with the phrase professional airsofter in the title. I understand that. because people are like, well, there's no such thing as pro airsoft. Yeah, true, but people also seem to forget that it's for a title. People click it because it's like, oh, it's interesting. No one cares if it's just, what does an amateur airsofter, it doesn't make sense. So it was for a title. It's not technically clickbait. Pro, yes, it's not technically a profession. We don't make an entire living off of this. We make a little bit of money here and there, but it's not a profession, we'll say. So fine, I understand what people are saying, but people seem to forget that it's for a video. So anyway, rolling right into that comment, it's professional airsofter. There is no such thing. YouTuber person who plays airsoft maybe, but not a professional airsofter, as you don't make an income purely from the hobby. And like I just said, I explained, yes, that's true. We don't make our income solely off of this, playing airsoft. That's fine. And I explained that yes, they go hand in hand, and one works without the other. I play airsoft and I create content from that. Technically, I'm a YouTuber who produces airsoft content, so it goes hand in hand. And then he decided to explain that it has to be considered a professional. They pull up the dictionary definition, and again, as I just said, it was used for a title. People were upset by it because they're looking into it way too literal, but that happens. Oh well. But people just need to seem to get over that. But this will be a common trend that comes to these specific comments, is people getting mad from this video. Another one was about the way I was setting up my gun, and I've mentioned this numerous times. I should make a counter for the amount of times I referenced T-Rex arms, but the way that I set up my gun is referenced and set up very similar to the way T-Rex arms does it. And someone commented, is like, set up your gun the way that they work for you, not how others set it up. And this was a reference to, I set it up because I see someone else doing it. And I didn't go into great detail in explaining how the reason why I set my gun up the way that it does is, yes, because it looks cool, but that's not really the main factor. It's that it works and it's efficient, and I don't think people seem to understand that, which that's also on me. I didn't really go into explaining why I set it up the way that I do, so here I am. Another one was about the blood type patch that I have on my helmet. It has my blood type, and once someone was like, yeah, we wouldn't want you to die with all those BBs flying around. Blood type, and I explained, it's like, yeah, I get that, but blood type is not just used just for, say you get hit with a bullet, you break something, you start bleeding from, let's say you get stabbed by a stick, or, something along that line where you're potentially bleeding, and you don't have a medical card on you, because most of the skirmish fields where you're just going to play for a day, you don't carry a medical card. So, and it's for decoration, but it's also accurate, as in that's your blood type, it's on your helmet. Is it going to be utilized all that often? No, probably not, but it doesn't hurt to have it on there. It's personal preference. So I had to explain that, because for some reason people, they only saw it as a reason to have your blood type is because you might get shot, because you only need it if you're getting shot at with actual bullets, when in reality there's a lot more hazards out there that can cause you to bleed than getting shot. Person that just commented just says cringe. Thank you, I appreciate the comment. Another one about being a pro. You're not even semi-pro. If you were a pro, you get professional gear. You wouldn't be paid. You would be paid for using it, which that is actually not true. You don't get paid. You're not being paid to use the gear. You're getting given the gear. And when someone says you're being paid to use it, that means that you're being sponsored, and then you need to you're being paid for your opinion. And usually the opinion needs to be a good one, or else they're not going to sponsor you again. So I have a little bit of a grief with that, the way that that's being said. A pro doesn't spend pocket money on his Amazon stuff. Like I said, the last couple videos in terms of Amazon, people are like, oh, it's just a knockoff, it's not real. You don't spend all the money on this type of gear. You're just some wannabe tier 1 teenager. Well, isn't that what everybody is in Airsoft for the most part? People are just you're playing dress up in the woods with toy guns. Really? So, and like I said, and then my comment that I replied to him was exactly what I've just said. It's for a title. We never stated of being pro or even semi-pro. LOL, not to mention this video was made over a year ago. Another comment about being a pro and using knockoff gear, and it saying nothing fails in Airsoft because with Amazon, you're not doing anything strenuous. I also ratioed the dude when it came to likes. He got 2 likes for this, and I got 5 with my reply. So it's a very small ratio, but hey, that's what counts. I said Airsoft's expensive. I've gone into all this, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. And this got a lot of replies. A lot of people were actually firing back and forth about all of this, so I'm not gonna read all of it because it's a lot of comments about replying to this person. And of course they never end up replying to any of them because they're usually a troll, and I fed into it. So that's gonna do it for that one. That one had probably the most hate comments because it was kind of just setting itself up. I also get a lot of comments involving gear related things. As I said, a lot of this video is gonna be repeating myself, so I really do apologize. And also shout out to the few people that actually make it this far into the videos. Most people click off within the first minute, but oh well. So if you're still here, shout out to you. But anyway, moving on to some more of the more recent videos that are like gear related, like the SCP loadout. People ask a lot about the specific type of gear and whether or not it's a good idea to use this or this. People have also asked what like camo pattern, like color. One of them came up about being black or tan, and I said honestly it just depends on your environment that you play in. If you play indoor, it's the cliche typical black, and other times you can do, you know, if you're playing outdoors, tan's probably the better route to go because tan blends in more with the outdoor environment rather than black. Black, you'll stand out like a sore thumb. That's really gonna do it, guys. I went through some of the stuff, you know, off camera on Instagram and Facebook, and there's not enough there. There's like a couple of comments, but it's nothing of any particular interest, so I'm not gonna bore you. This video is gonna probably run up on almost 10-12 minutes, so hope you guys enjoy the video. If there's more things you guys want me to react to or ideas, drop them in the comments. I have a notebook with some different ideas on it. I'm gonna keep that kind of out of frame so you guys can't really see it. I'm just gonna blur so you guys don't see the ideas I'm coming with because I kind of want to surprise you guys with different things. But I've got some more plans coming up. If you made it this far, I want to see in the comments. I want to see either a heart emoji or like the heart where it's like, I want to see a heart emoji in the comments if you've made it this far to this point in the video, because then you'll be getting a heart back from me. But I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I spend a lot of time, a lot of hours juggling both schoolwork, social life, and this for you guys. So it means a lot when I see people who are enjoying the content I put out, because it's a lot of time that I spend to do this stuff. So I appreciate the support, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.